Good dog.
Hi ho, and welcome to my garden. Today we're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of plant care during the summer. Now, during the summer months, it can get very, very hot, and your plants can be very stressed out, dried up and withered, and that can cause you stress too. And speaking of dried up, withered, and stressed, we have a very special guest here today. It is the mother of my dear husband, Mr. Beaumont Denton III. Mother Denton, how are you doing today?
I'm just doing fine, Darlene, dear.
Lovely.
And we're here in the shade, thank God. I thought you'd put me out there with your withered flowers.
The thought had crossed my mind.
I'm sure it did, dear.
And speaking
But
of
I am
shade-
just thankful that you finally invited me out to your lovely home so I could see Beaumont. It's been a very long time, you know.
He's always, oh, I just want to see my mother so badly. And I was like, I know, sweetie, you should. But it's my fault. It is. And I know that.
I'm so glad that we got
I know that because
out.
you always tell me.
Well, I always tell you because it's true, and I'm so glad we've gotten that out of the way. By the way, when will Beaumont be home, my dear?
Hopefully sooner than later.
I agree. I do miss him. I'm not quite sure why sometimes, but I do miss him. Don't you miss him when he leaves you? Or
Now more than ever.
now more than ever.
It is just so kind of you to come out and visit, and I do find it ever so helpful when you correct the everyday things that I do that I just still haven't figured out how to do correctly yet.
Oh, anytime, my dear. I'm always glad to be helpful. You know, Beaumont's first wife, Susanna, did you ever meet her, dear? She was
No, she's
so-
dead.
Thank you so much, sweetheart, for inviting me here again. Do we have plans for dinner? Are you cooking? I hope not. I truly hope we're going out tonight.
Oh, we're going out.
Oh, good.
I know it's a little bit tricky because you're used to your personal chef, but I'm sure we can find something that you'll find
Edible?
okay.
Oh, I'm always glad for a pleasant waitstaff.
You are always glad?
It may not seem that way, I know, but deep down inside, I'm a very happy person.
How deep are we talking? Now, during the summer, there's about 3 months where you can expect triple-digit temperatures, and I'm still not used to it. And by looking around some of my dear little sweet plants, neither are they.
Then why on earth did you invite me here in the middle of the summer? Do you want me to get heat stroke?
I never said that.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, but why?
I mean, that would be terrible.
It would be
If
terrible.
you just passed out and stopped talking or complaining or judging or asking questions that you
What?
already know the answers to.
All right, let's change the subject then. How is my dear son, Beaumont Denton III?
Better.
Has he been ill? What was his trouble? I never saw him ill a day in his life when he lived back home in South Carolina with Susanna.
Oh, your other daughter-in-law.
Yes, my other daughter-in-law. She was very sweet until she died.
Was she?
Yes, she was.
Well, before she did die.
I wish I could reciprocate.
How's that drink, Mother Denton?
Oh, it's affecting my tongue and teeth, dear.
Huh.
That kind of.
But not that sweet,
Not
sweet
my
sense of humor of
sweet
yours.
nature, no. She could not reciprocate on that comment as far as you were concerned. You know, I think she was really hurt when you stole Beaumont from her.
I can't steal something that wasn't someone else's.
Well, legally, she was someone else's sweetheart, and then you weaseled your way into his wastrel heart and grabbed it.
And you know whose hand I found there?
And sucked all the love out of it, squeezed it dry.
That's where I sucked the love out of.
There was nothing left for poor Susanna. Or media.
Mother Denton has a beautiful, luscious garden back east. But Mother Denton also has 3 full-time gardeners to take care of said garden. It must be nice to have 3 gardeners taking care of every little thing in the garden. What is that like, Mother Denton?
It is wonderful. But we do send Beaumont to check every month. You do realize that, don't you, sweetheart? He tells you these
Do
things.
you?
Yes, we do.
You?
Yes, it is I, not his father. His father is a little, shall we say, drinking a little too much. If it keeps up, I see dementia in his future.
Dementia sounds real nice right about now.
I don't think I would say that, sweetheart.
Oh, but I just did, and I would.
You would, wouldn't you?
I did. Now, one of the things that I learned about
You
this
know, and by the way, the next time you book a ticket for me here, I wish you would pick a better airline. I was not pleased with the flight at all, and you put me in something called,
steerage?
but it was not first class, and I'm used to first class.
Well, you are first class.
Yes, I am.
Now, another poor little plant that has met its maker in the sky is a sweet little kumquat tree. Now, where we went wrong with this one
You know
was...
something, Darlene? What
I do know something.
Do you know that Beaumont #2 and I are planning a trip to Alaska?
Oh, do you plan to come back?
Oh, of course we plan to come back, but I was wondering if you and #3 would like to join us. It'll be a cruise, and we'll see
So
the
we'd be on a cruise ship
glacier.
together.
It's a big cruise ship. I wouldn't invite you, dear, if it were otherwise.
Now, how is it safe? Do people fall off of those things often, or?
It depends on how high the heels you'll be wearing are, dear. I gave up heels, much more comfortable.
That's not
to
all
wear
you gave
with
up on.
I do give up on Beaumont #3 when he married you, but I keep trying.
I mean, you are trying. You're trying my nerves every day.
Well, I do my best.
I think we have a different idea of the best.
Yes, but what does Beaumont think, my love? Oh, but then again, you sleep with
I
him.
think that's what I want. I think that's for the best. Now, this Buddha's hand is alive and well, but you can see evidence from summer stress. But sometimes when...
You know, sometimes when I'm all alone in bed at night, I get this terrible, terrible dream. I dream about your wedding. And why...
Are you Southern in my dream, Mother Denton? Drunk, perhaps? Crazy?
I told you that would happen. I dreamed that Susanna was still alive and she and Denton was still in South Carolina. And then I remember you, dear.
You thought of me? That was just
I
so
thought
sweet.
of you, yes. I don't know if
I think of
call
you
it
often too,
sweet.
Mother Denton.
I'm glad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad. I hope I keep you awake at night too. I really do, dear. I really, really do.
I can't speak for the plants, but I can't. Well, I do speak for the plants, but I can't speak for
Oh,
me.
dear.
And this does help me during the summer months.
It's so deprecating, but true.
Oh, you are
he
never
can be-
deprecating, Mother Denton.
I
That is
hate,
not the word I would use to describe you.
I hate to say this about my
Not
husband,
deprecating.
but sometimes he is a piece of shit.
Oh, well, cheers to that.
But on the other hand, my boy Beaumont, he can be a piece of shit too, can't he?
Oh!
sweetheart? But then again, so can you.
So do you.
Was that helpful, sweetheart?
No.
No. But it does explain some things about Beaumont, I'm sure, doesn't it?
A bit.
A bit.
A bit.
Now, you know, it's interesting because it's Beaumont, Beauregard.
Mm-hmm. Buford. Buford?
No,
Buford? What's your third son's name?
Beaufort.
Beaufort.
They're all
Beaufort.
Beaus. Beaumont, Beauregard,
Beauregard.
and Beaufort.
Beaufort.
So that made life really easy because what do you shorten their names to?
Asshole.
Beaumont. Well, that would be their father, but
Oh.
close enough. So when you stand there and say Beau, all three come.
I'm surprised you yelled for your children and didn't have the staff do it for you.
Well, you know, you
But
have
you do
to.
like the sound of your voice.
I do. And when I was studying opera,
Oh.
it was really good for the diaphragm to go, you know, dig in there deeply and go. I'm sorry, I can't do it that well anymore.
Well, you do dig in.
So that gave me chills.
Oh.
I stopped those lessons and decided to take up gardening. But we know how that turned out because I don't like the bugs, so I have 3 gardeners.
There's one in my drink.
Oh,
Almost
my.
drank that.
Oh my, what is that?
The perils of drinking outside in your garden, I don't know.
Oh, and he's not dead.
No, he's not dead, but
He's
he's gonna
walking.
be.
Oh God.
I mean, I love all of God's creatures, but not when they're in my whiskey.
Well, I am very glad that
Oh,
he's
dear.
not visiting me.
Well, Ari, you get out of my drink.
I think you're. Oh dear, did he come out?
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, thank goodness.
And he's drunk.
You might
Bye,
be though.
drunk buggy.
You're not going to drink out of the buggy glass.
No, of course not. That'd be what a common person would do, and I am not common.
I'm so glad to hear. Well, you are uncommon in.
Oh, that is one of the sweetest things I think you've ever said.
In so many ways.
Thank you, Mother Denton.
So many ways.
Laugh.
Oh dear. Oh, I
I know, but like you mean it.
Just. I would never, ever kill anybody, not even you, sweetheart.
Now I think that is the sweetest thing you've ever said to me.
Yes, I'm actually.
That's quite nice for
You look a lot better to me than when we started having this conversation.
I'll take that. I will take that.
Oh.
Cheers.
I'm sorry.
We're still talking about it.
Yes, you asked me a question.
I
You
didn't expect you to
deserve it.
answer, evidently.
I've been thinking
Oh.
about it, and I think I don't want to get married again. If
That's
anything were to happen to number 2, the shithead,
Oh.
I would have his money and a lot of fun. So maybe I would sleep with all 3 of the gardeners and then kill them.
Oh.
It's a plan.
I'm not mad at that. Oh, I completely forgot we were still filming. Oh, well, in conclusion, plants don't like heat, stress, but they love whiskey.
We sipping whiskey. Oops.
I don't know about that, but thank you so much, Mother Denton, for being here. You were actually quite lovely.
I'm so
After a
glad
bottle of
I
whiskey.
came. And you know, all those awful things that I've heard about you.
You said them.
Oh, I didn't.
I guess thank you for coming over. Thanks for visiting my garden.